something that Fanclub said, or that Helen Sugar said, and now I've got those two ideas and I can put them together. So I just keep a little pencil and I write notes in the margin. I once did a Twitter thread of everything I wrote in the margins of Slavoj Žižek's book Violence, completely out of context. I just put them all on a Twitter thread, and that was really funny. It does mean that I feel a bit nervous when I'm finished with a book and I'm not going to keep it. If I want to give it away to a charity shop, I'm like, oh, did I write anything embarrassing in the margins of this, or anything rude or disparaging about the author? Like, if I need to understand the material at a lot more depth, like for instance when I was writing essays at university or whatever, as I read it, I would sit there with a pad of paper and a pen, or with a Word document open, and I would make summarizing notes as I went through it. I found that was especially useful when I was studying Kant for the first time, and it just helps me not only understand the material better, but it also prompts me to read slower and means that I tend to skip over things less. Tip 5. Don't be afraid of going back. I used to have a real issue about not reading the same thing twice. Not necessarily just reading the same book twice, but even sort of sentences and paragraphs. I felt a real need, kind of competing with myself to go, oh, I need to get it first time, and once I've read it, I'll never reread it. Like, I have now read Shakespeare, or I have now read Sartre, or whatever it is, and the more I read, the more I realise that's just not helpful. Like, I do as I read. I think probably most people do. I sometimes get a bit lazy if I'm tired or if I drink or whatever. Then I'll sort of skip over sentences, and now I'll just make myself go back. So if you similarly are quite competitive with yourself about that, that kind of holds me back with my reading, and we don't really need it. When I finished reading Falganichet's book Toward a Political Philosophy of Race, I kind of took a minute to absorb the message, and then I immediately turned right back to the start and read the whole thing over again, because I thought, oh wow, this book is amazing and it's really changed the way I think, and I want to make sure I understand it and really got it. And those are my top 5 tips for taking on troublesome text. I hope you find them very, very useful. If you're looking for book recommendations, then you should subscribe, because a lot of my videos have bibliographies and recommended readings underneath them. And thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed these tips, I have a tip jar at paypal.me/philosophytube, or if you could make a regular donation at patreon.com/philosophytube, that helps me pay my bills and afford food, as well as buy more books.